My husband of 5 years asked to sleep with me and my best friend and she agreed. I met my husband 7 years ago and we've been married for 5 of those years. I love my husband and all that he has done for me, but I fear that my marriage and my relationship with my best friend is now over. Not to mention I just found out I'm pregnant and this only started happening after I told my husband. My best friend, Mia, knew my husband before me and they were incredibly close before I even knew him. When I first met my husband I suspected there was something going on between them, but they always denied it. However, they admitted while they were intoxicated that they were indeed sleeping together before I got with my husband. Even though it's not important now, it still plays on my mind, you know? Especially considering what just happened. 2 weeks ago my husband suggested we sleep together for the first time and I was already not on board with it. I quickly said no and hoped he'd never bring it up again. 2 days after that he suggested it again, and I once again declined. He asked again that night after we had done the deed and once again, I said no. After that, he stopped asking and I thought that was the end of it. However, 3 days ago he asked me out to lunch and I was pretty excited considering he never takes me on dates anymore. When we got to the restaurant my best friend was sitting there and was confused because he never mentioned that she'd be there. The vibe was weird from the start, but I tried to think nothing of it. Halfway through the lunch my husband asked me again I want to consider the idea of us 3 sleeping again and I thought it would be a good idea if Mia was involved. I didn't know what to say. I asked if Mia knew about this and she said yes and that she'd known about his plans for over a month. I was devastated. I said no, paid for my meal and left with my car. I feel so betrayed and hurt right now I have no words. This man is meant to be the father of my child but I can't look at him. I've been staying with my mom and he's been phoning me and calling me dramatically and that he'll just drop it. Mia has been spamming me too, saying the same thing. I don't know what to do. Update 1. They both agreed to arrange a talk with me this morning and I'm not even that shocked, but I still can't stop crying. When I arrived they were sitting so close to each other it genuinely made me feel so sick. They didn't seem upset at all. They were just talking like normal and even smiling, which is so gross to me seeing as they both know how upset I am right now. When I sat down I flat out asked them if they had been seeing each other behind my back and everything I've been suspecting these past 3 days was confirmed. They had been sleeping with each other. I am so heartbroken right now. I don't think I can carry this child. These past few days have felt so unreal and I'm a wreck. I know that it's early to decide this, but I do think terminating the pregnancy is the correct decision for me. I also asked him why he decided to tell me now and not earlier or when I wasn't carrying his child, and he literally just shrugged and shook his head and then said I don't know. As if that was a good enough answer. Mia was mostly quiet the whole time, but I don't think she feels the slightest bit of guilt. To everyone saying divorce, that is most likely what will happen. I'm terrified as I've known him for most of my adult life and he is the only man I've ever been with. He is in control of our bills, our rent and overall finances. I literally have no idea what I'm doing. Time is literally a blur right now. I'm receiving messages about my termination considerations and it's getting to me even though I know I can't have this child. My mother-in-law has also started spamming me too. I blocked my husband's number and I did the same with Mia. His mother won't stop messaging me. I blocked her number but she then went out of her way to message me on Instagram and Facebook. She keeps saying I should have just slept with them too and everyone would have been happy. I'm dealing with so much depression and anxiety right now and I'm also struggling with the fact that terminating this child is the best thing for it.